Thanks a lot, Charlie. Well, it sure does feel good to be back, doesn't it? I'm excited to cover the Predators with the Renegades of Puck for yet another season, and despite the 5-3 loss tonight against the Tampa Bay Lightning to open the season, there was a lot to like about this game. Now, to be fair, there was a whole lot to not like about the game as well, but encouragingly, the Predators were able to overcome a really horrendous first period and keep the game competitive all the way up to the final seconds. But coming into this season, there was one big question about this team, and it's something that I mentioned in my last edition of One Big Stat. Now that Filip Forsberg is unquestionably the star among the forwards, how would he step up? Could he stay healthy? And would he be able to return to his goal-scoring ways of 2 years ago without guys like Ryan Johansson and Matt Duchene? Well, it's only one game in, so let's not get too excited, but you've got to be pretty excited about what the Swedish winger did in Game 1 of the season. And that's right, Prince Filip Forsberg is the topic of tonight's One Big Stat. Now, tonight's One Big Stat is 90%. That's the expected goal percentage at 5-on-5 with Forsberg, Ryan O'Reilly, and Juuso Parssinen on the ice. Now, since it's the start of the year, here's a really quick refresher. Every unblocked shot attempt has an expected goal value. It's essentially a probability that the shot will become a goal. So a shot with an expected goal of 0.15, that's basically a 15% probability that that shot was going to be a goal. Now, the expected goal percentage looks at that top line at 5-on-5, and when they were on the ice, Nashville had 90% of all the expected goals that happened, even from Tampa. So that's pretty impressive, because most of the time that top line saw Nikita Kucherov, Steve Stamkos, and Braden Point playing against them, which that's one of the best lines in the entire NHL. Now, they accrued 0.9 expected goals, and that's really high quality because that came on just 6 unblocked shots. But this line was so effective at 5-on-5 that those 6 unblocked shots, all of them were shots on goal, and not just shots on goal, but all 6 were high quality, high danger chances, which is just really, really impressive. And they didn't give up a single one. They were playing against really great competition. It was a new line mates for Forsberg, who maybe played a little bit last year with Parssinen, but now with Ryan O'Reilly centering this group, it's almost like it's a brand new line for him. And they stepped up against one of the best lines in the entire league. That first goal from Ryan O'Reilly, and the second goal from Juuso Parssinen, both of those happened because Filip Forsberg was not only making plays with his skating ability, but with his hands as well. And, he pulled some incredible moves and then made even more incredible passes to both of those guys. And they ended up scoring 2 goals and only giving up 1 against the Lightning. So, again, it might be early, of course, and the Preds really weren't able to muster up anything in the first period, but this has to be an encouraging sign, at least, for Filip Forsberg and his prospects for the year. After playing just 50 games last season, Prince Filip came back like a man on fire in the preseason, even though those games don't matter, and started the regular season with 2 points. His confidence on both ends of the ice tonight and his effectiveness against one of the best lines in hockey say to me that Filip Forsberg might just be up to the challenge. And before I leave you, even though we're done talking about stats, I do want to say one more thing that's pretty important to me. And I want to talk to the watchers, the viewers, the listeners there, you all at home. Hockey is for everyone. No matter what anybody says, don't listen to them. Hockey is for everybody, no matter who you are, what you are, any of that. This sport is something I truly love and care about, and I hate to see it run by people who want to shut other people out. But as long as I'm doing this, and as long as I have any involvement with this sport, I'm going to make sure that people know hockey is for everyone. And that's tonight's One Big Stat. Charlie?